to close their eyes and imagine Jesus. You got a picture of a white man inside your mind.
The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you.
And since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of the Bible. In that Bible, blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are God's chosen people. And in that very same Bible, the colonizer, the oppressor, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And in 2025, we still looking to see who the devil is. We still expecting some red man from underneath the ground to pop up for the devil when it's right in front of our face who the devil is. Go ahead and give me Job 9:24. Give me Job 9:24. The reason why we don't know who this devil is because we don't know what's inside of this Bible. We've been going to church giving up $1,200 and $2,000, and it ain't been enough for that pastor. He hasn't opened up that Bible and told you what was inside. The Bible tells us who the devil is, just like the Bible identifies who we are. And the reason why we so blind to what's going on is because we've never been told what's inside that Bible. Go ahead and read.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Look around and see who runs the earth. Who's in charge of Africa? Who's in charge of Europe? Who's in charge of Russia? Who's in charge of the earth? All over the earth, who's in charge? The white man is in charge. Who's in charge of America? And it don't matter who's in office. Democrat, Republican. It don't matter if they black, if they white. It don't matter. The white man is in charge of the earth. Read it again from the top.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. America got something called household wealth. They got something called household wealth. And with household wealth, black people own about 4% of America's household wealth. Hispanics own about 3% of America's household wealth. The white man owns 86% of the household wealth in America, and it ain't enough for him. He's still calling out ICE. He's still calling out the National Guard. He still wants to get you out the way. Why? Read it again from the top.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Because he's a greedy bastard, and the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. It still won't be enough for him. We built this country. We built its financial structure. We built the schools. We built the neighborhoods. He comes right back in and he takes it. It's never enough for him. Hispanics pay into the economy. Quote unquote illegals pay into the economy. He wants them out the country. When they pay taxes, he wants them out the country. It's never enough for him. He stole America. America was built off blood. America's built off blood, and it's never enough for him. It's never enough. Read it again from the top.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
America got something called manifest destiny. Manifest destiny means whatever they want, they take. Whatever they want, they take. They seize it. It don't matter if somebody's living there. Columbus showed up and he found America, even though it was millions of us already here. Why? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. They got colonization. Colonization is going on all over the earth. And it's the same process. The white man show up, you got what he wants, so he takes it. Why? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
The reason why we don't know that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of is because we keep running to that church. And we keep running to that mosque. We keep running to these political leaders. And they're not giving us the laws and statutes and commandments. They're not giving you the wisdom that's contained inside of this Bible. Don't come. They're not giving you the wisdom that's contained inside of this Bible. The Deuteronomy 4:6 says this Bible will be our wisdom and our understanding. We don't have any wisdom. And we don't have any understanding of what's going on around us. We use the white man's drugs. We hurt one another trying to be like them. The brother was just up here explaining. We mimic and model ourselves after this oppressor when it destroys us. but it's good for him. The reason why it destroys us is because, again, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. The white man is the devil of this earth. Keep reading.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. There's a book called Russian Icons. In that book, Russian Icons, you have artists covering the faces, the depictions of the saints, of Peter, of Paul, covering Mary, covering Christ. They're covering them faces. They're covering the brown and black faces and making them white. If I ask anybody to close their eyes and imagine Jesus, you got a picture of a white man inside your mind. It's a picture of a white man hanging inside your church. Why? Because it's telling you that the devil, the wicked, he covered the faces of the judges. They covered the face of Christ. They covered the faces of the disciples. They covered the faces of them. Everybody thinks that Jesus is a white man. That picture right there, that's not what's described in the Bible. When you read in Revelation chapter 1, you get down to 13 through 15, Christ is a black man, a dark-skinned black man. And even though they lie and say, okay, he's Middle Eastern. Middle Eastern is a made-up term. The white man now lies and say, well, he's olive complexion. Olives is green and black. Christ is a black man. So who told you that he was a white man? Why you think he's a white man? Do you know who this man is? His name is Caesar Borgia. He's the second son of the 6th Pope of Rome. Slept with his sister, killed his brother, was a homosexual. Michelangelo was his lover. And when he died, his father, the Pope, commissioned him to paint that image. This image that you see right here. And this is the image that we worship. This is the image that you got hanging on your neck right now. That's the image you got in your mind of who God is. When the Bible never said that. We've replaced this Bible, this knowledge, this wisdom with Christianity. Christianity, just like the priest said up here before me, Christianity is white supremacy. Right. And guess what? Islam is white supremacy. Right. All religion is white supremacy. Because it's going to rob you, black, Latino, and Native American man. It's going to rob you of your identity, rob you of your seat, your position in this earth. God didn't make you to be no drug addict. God didn't make you to be at the bottom of these nations. God didn't make you to beg these nations for your survival. You shouldn't have to beg this nation for you to feed your family. That's slavery. That is slavery. Slavery never ended. It never ended. And the only reason you good with it, you okay with it, is because of Christianity. You've been taught not to look for justice. We don't know what justice is anymore. We think justice is a no King's Day march. We think justice is getting some Sharpies, getting a poster board. Right. That ain't justice. That's not justice. We serve a just God. Christianity and white Jesus, that's not a just God. That's a God that says it's okay to be a slave. Right. It's okay to serve America. Right. It's okay to unalive your kids, right, your children, for your career. What kind of God is that? Right. Read it again from the top.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
It's given into the hand of the wicked. Genocide from sea to shining sea. That's what this oppressor did. He's the wicked on the earth. Keep reading.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Continue.
If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is he? Who did these things? Who changed the face of Christ? Why you got an image of a white man in your mind and you think that that's Christ? With all the lynching. There's a book called 100 Years of Lynching. There was Jim Crow. They hung us from trees. They burnt the Native American Indians alive. They hung the women upside down, cut the babies out of their stomach. That's something the devil done. The devil did that. Right. You got in your mind that that's Christ. That's who you think Christ is. So now because they're not beating you on your back anymore, you think it's better. Now because you ain't in the fields picking cotton, well at least some of y'all not in the fields picking cotton, you think it's better. If your history begins at slavery, everything is going to look like progress. Everything looks good. When it's not, The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And the Bible tells us clearly who that is.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one